Hey everyone, Marcel here. Welcome back to my kitchen. I am so excited to be sharing the recipe for one of my family's all-time favorite Christmas cookies. Today we're making a batch of these delicious Cappuccino Crinkles. These are my son's favorite Christmas cookie. Well, they're his favorite cookie at any time of the year, but we typically make these Christmas time. But these cookies have everything you could ever want in a chocolate cookie. We have cocoa, loads of butter, of course, warm spice, coffee, and a surprise ingredient that you may not expect. So let's go ahead and have a look at everything we need to put together our batch of these delicious Cappuccino Crinkles. Okay, y'all, so here are the ingredients for a batch of these delicious Cappuccino Crinkles. So I'll start off with the dry ingredients. Here we have some all-purpose flour. We have 1 cup of light brown sugar, 2/3 cup of just unsweetened cocoa powder. I have some baking powder, cinnamon, and then coffee. I love to use this Cafe Bustelo Instant Espresso, and I won't be using this whole package. This package has nearly 2 tablespoons in it, and we just need 1 tablespoon of coffee, so I'll save the rest for another batch. But if you don't have this around, but if you have, dehydrated Nescafe, is that one? Or Folgers, anything like that, any kind of instant coffee will work. Wet ingredients. Here's that surprise ingredient I talked about at the beginning. This is low-fat vanilla yogurt. And in my blog post, I do specify vanilla Greek yogurt, but you can use the regular low-fat yogurt if that's what you have. Okay, 1 large egg, and then we'll need a 1/3 cup of salted butter. And then over here, I have another 1/3 cup of sugar, which we will use to roll the individual cookie dough in. All right, that's it, guys. Let's go ahead and start putting these delicious cookies together. Okay, y'all, so first things first, I've got a 1/3 cup of butter into this larger bowl now. I'm gonna go ahead and whip the butter with my handheld mixer for 1 minute. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and scrape down the sides real quick. And then I'm gonna add in brown sugar. Well, I think I am anyway. Packed in there. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and just add in the rest of our dry ingredients. Here's 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with our cocoa. And 1 tablespoon of this espresso powder. All right. Okay, so we're just gonna use the electric mixer, kind of work this all in. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of move this around with a spoon a little bit. It is very, very dry. And so now we're gonna go in with our egg, guys, and the yogurt. And we're gonna, again, mix this with the electric mixer. And then we're gonna add in our flour. smells so good, you guys. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and go in 1/2 at a time with our flour. And we will have to switch to a spoon. The batter's gonna get very, very thick. All right, and we're just gonna have to work this all in. And it'll take a couple minutes, but I promise it all comes together. Okay, y'all, so here is our Cappuccino Crinkle batter. It is very, very thick, and that's how it's supposed to be. So now we're just going to kind of take individual pieces and roll them up with our hands. You know, just about that big, not quite as big as a golf ball. And then we're gonna roll them in this extra bit of sugar that we had set aside. Just kind of get them nice and coated, and then line them here on the sheet. They will spread, so do leave some space. And I don't think I've mentioned it up to this point, but the oven is heated to 350 degrees. And these are going to bake for about 12 minutes, guys. And depending on how large you make the cookie dough pieces, this could make up to 2 dozen. Of course, if you make them larger, it'll make less. But I'm just gonna keep rolling, and then I'm gonna pop them into my preheated oven for 12 minutes, and I'll be back to show you what they look like, all delicious and crinkly when they come out of the oven. Here is batch number 1, guys, fresh out of the oven. Gotta love those crinkly, crackly, sugary tops. Okay, guys, well, that's all there is to it. It is cookie season out there, so I decided to share this recipe with you guys. Crinkle cookies are pretty traditional at Christmas time, but maybe this is one you haven't tried before and something new for you to put out there on the cookie platter. But I do hope you enjoy this recipe if you try it. So thank you so much for spending some time with me. If you are new here and stopping by for the first time, be sure to hit that red subscribe button, guys. I've got lots more recipes coming up. I'm already planning next year, and I would love to have you here with me for all of it. Stay safe out there. Have a wonderful rest of the evening, a wonderful rest of the week, and I'll see you in another video really, really soon.